Now we're
Okay.
live. Pow.
Boom,
Bang.
boom, boom.
Pow bang.
We're here,
Oh
dude.
man. We are here. Man, happy new year.
Happy 2025, man. Pretty pumped.
Happy new
Year's
year.
turned out awesome. Happy New Year.
Happy new year to the peanut gallery and to all the beautiful people, 28 of you watching right now. What is up? I am, anytime that we do a show, we get in here hour early, discuss a few things, drink beer, talk shit, talk with our guest. And I told you a little bit about like the end of my day today. It was just kind of a little stressful, a little
Yeah.
stressful. Uh, don't want to go into it because it's just stress I don't want to relive, but I'm here now and it's almost like the stress is lifted off my shoulders. I'm drinking beer. I'm hanging out with my buddies. I'm hanging out with a bunch of buddies tonight. So happy new year to all of you that have been helping us grow this channel and tune in every other week to see our dumbasses talk shit and hang out with cool people.
Absolutely. And the show is growing, man. We are definitely over a year in shows. We've had a lot of rad guests on, a lot of absolutely blasphemous conversations with everybody. And man, yeah, same thing, dude. Stressful day at work. Not really. I live a pretty chill life, but yeah, getting in here, drinking some beers. We were talking with Dakotah Phend, our guest of honor tonight, a little bit like right before we went live. He just clicked out. So he's waiting in the background for us to get done with our intros and all that stuff. And he's going to be coming to spill the beans on what he's been up to so far in 2025.
I'm excited. I love having DP on. That is, he's my boy. I'm interested to hit him with some hard hitting questions here, and also allow the peanut gallery and everybody who's paying attention get their chance to ask questions they might not usually get to ask. Um, you know,
And
oh, go ahead.
may I know, this is the second time Dakotah Fend's been on the show. He came on very early on, so he's been supporting the podcast since the very beginning. And we had a really fun segment with him the first time he was on. I didn't have anything prepared for him this time, but if you want to tune into our first or go back to our first show, we had a pretty fun segment called Fend our Foe. And
Yeah,
that was fun, man. It was a lot
that
of
was
fun.
good. Let's see
Yeah.
how many. Once you get 2 or 3 Coors Lights in, let's see what you come up with tonight.
Oh, man. 2 or 3, man. We had 2 or 3 before the show. So
I'm just
we're
glad
already
you're
there.
here in live because it was an actual conversation today. You sent me messages of like PSA announcements on your telephone that was saying like, look, bitch, we're going to cut your power off if we feel fit, because there's like these fires and shit in Southern California. Shocker, so it's like, you're here. No
Yeah.
fires. You got power.
Got power, man. Definitely a little nervous of what happens because they said at like 6 o'clock they were going to shut off the power. So it's 6:03 right now, and it's a real thing. It could happen.
But you got
So
a backup plan.
we do have a backup plan. We might have to take this into the Panda, my personal transporter vehicle, and we'll see how good. I didn't do anything to prepare for it other than download the streaming service on my phone. So I'm some point in the show, I might just be chilling in a beanbag in my van doing the show. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they don't shut the power off. We got crazy winds out here right now. I mean, California's got a couple of fires that came up. It's crazy because it snowed last night here, but now we're on fire. So yeah, we'll see. All the local mountains got snow, which is rad. So everybody's gonna start getting their snowboards out and gonna go shred that. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with the power. We'll see.
For sure. Well, why don't we do some shout outs for a minute here? Let's get this sharing going. Like, let's blow this show up. Let's fucking get Dakotah some questions that he hasn't answered yet. Because I'm sure he's answered plenty of questions over the last couple weeks. Let's get creative. Let's get some questions that nobody's asked Dakotah. So everybody get to sharing, get to working with us. Let's blow his ass up.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's drop
So
a commercial while we do that. That way we don't have to nobody has to watch us down on our phones and,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Why don't we do that? All right.
About Mr. Randy K.
Hey, it's Randy from One Up Racing, and I've got a new release that you're going to love. My new lockdown wheel nuts in 7075 aluminum. Based on the lightweight design from their titanium counterparts, these beauties are my lightest wheel nuts yet, weighing under 1.8 grams for a set of 4. The serrations are real. These are individually cut by CNC and meant to grip like hell. Tighten until they feel snug and you're good to go. These are my 3rd generation of lockdown wheel nuts, and I've got to say they're the best looking to date. You're going to love them. Pick one up for every build.
Yeah.
Right on.
That
Such
is
a
our
well-done
title.
commercial.
It is very well done. I told Randy that. Thank you, One Up, for being the title sponsor of the Wheel and Trigger Live every other week on Tuesday nights. Man, I'm excited. I think we just need to get going here. Let's drop our little disclaimer thing that tells everybody to stop fucking getting butthurt. Let's drop our intro, and then let's move right into what I think is going to be a banger. So here we go.
The following podcast is a group of people who will be talking shit, drinking, using cuss words and living their best lives. The opinions or views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of their sponsors, supporters or anyone important outside of the 4 walls of the show. If you are not 18 or older, we suggest talking to your parents about this podcast before watching it and becoming scarred for life. We hope you will enjoy this and not get butthurt or become a keyboard warrior after taking it all in. Thank you for watching and supporting us on our journey.
What is up? We're live.
What?
If you're listening,
All right. Cheers to all my beautiful people, all my friends. It is time.
cheers, everyone. First show of 2025, and we're bringing it hard with DP.
Yeah.
Definitely, undoubtedly, the biggest shakeup in silly season of all of it. Like, this was the one. So we got him. He's coming in any minute now. We talked to him a little bit before the show. He's stoked. He's hyped. He's ready to go. He's wearing a blue shirt.
So, funny story. I don't know. I'm going to wait till he gets on before I tell that story. I got a funny story. All right. Well, so I do have a a lot of people always ask, you see people with all different kinds of screw guns. The Makitas, the Hitachis, people have every kind of screw gun you can possibly imagine. I'm trying to pull up the link right now. I want to thank Sean Brennan for this. He's a loyal fan. He's been watching this for quite some time, and just a good dude. He's actually a techno guy. You probably are.
True
really
Singer is coming out hard in the chat for sure.
Yeah, he definitely will, because he's
I'd love to say what's up to all of you guys, but man, you guys are popping in like crazy. Thank you all for watching and commenting and sharing all that good shit.
Yeah. So anyway, all you people looking for a good deal on a Makita drill right now is the time. Amazon's got this thing blowing up at $185. That is I'm just going to tell you right now,
$1,000. Oh, that's for 6 of them. Sorry.
I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't have one of these and you want one, that is a pretty killer deal. Amazon's got them right now, so go check them out. I will post the link right now in the comments. So
yeah, dude, I've had mine for 4 years now, the same one.
Yeah.
The only problem with mine is like the battery clip thing kind of broke or got worn out from changing the batteries so much. So now I'll be working on my car and the battery will just fall out. But that's the only flaw it has. I've used some like electrical tape sometimes, or I just like to not fix shit and just get pissed when it falls out. But
well, thanks to Dylan Nelson, he taught me that because I got fluorescent yellow and black one that I seen that he had at DNC or some race I saw him at a year or so ago, and you can order the cases that'll probably be nice and crispy again for you.
mhm.
But anyway, long story short is like Cameron said, you could also probably buy a battery or whatever isn't broken off of
Yeah,
Amazon
I haven't
and
investigated too much
get
into
your
it.
shit fixed.
But there's dudes that have like I know it's like the cool dudes. They have like the all black one, like the murdered out one. They
Yeah, I
don't
got
even
that.
sell that one. They like got it done, right?
No, the black ones you can buy.
Yeah,
The black ones you can
black
buy.
ones are sick.
But the colored
Black
ones, anything but black and Makita blue or green, whatever you want to call that Makita color, you got to buy the cases on eBay. Dakotah is probably pissed off too because I also jumped into that whole circle, but I know there's some different color ones he probably wants. They were out of them. But yeah, it's cool. It's just in the hobby we tinker, right? So anytime we can find something we want that no one else has or that matches our scheme or whatever, we go for that shit. So
Yeah, I just make sure I charge a battery, Camden. I just charge a battery before a race, and then I electrical tape it, and then good to go. The batteries are still good. They just don't hold.
True
It's
carpenter.
like when you have like a phone charger that's a little loose in your outlet and it always comes out or something. Anything that's loose and comes out, don't do too much to fix that stuff, or at least not in this camp.
Spoken like a true carpenter, just so you know, like if you start looking in the walls of your house, you will see shit that these guys leave. I know you're not a framer, but in the carpenter world, you just say fuck it and tape it together, and
and with age,
put gum on it.
With age, outlets get blown out. You know what I mean? Receptacles get blown out with age, if you know what I'm talking about.
Mountains are definitely blue tonight.
But so do the
there you go.
The prongs. The prongs get
right there.
worn out. Yeah.
Just
prongs and receptacles wear out with age. That's all I'm saying.
There. All right, you got any news, any products, anything you want to share? Got a lot of people watching. I'd hate for them to fucking listen to us banter about bullshit and then leave before they even get a chance to see Dakotah's
I don't think so. I think we could say whatever the hell we want. We got Dakotah Phend sitting backstage. I mean, we could do anything we want. I thought I had something laying around here that I wanted to talk about.
I got a booger.
Oh well.
Damn. All right.
Anywho.
All right. Well,
how about we introduce our title, or not our title sponsor? We already gave him his commercial and his love. Let's choose one of these brands, any of the brands, and let's give them a little showcase. The ones on the top header here. What do we got, Robert? Do we have something lined up that's supposed to look like surprising and suspenseful?
I think he was sleeping. Hold on. Let me wake him up. Robert's had a rough day.
We try over here.
Robert,
maybe something from Promotion. Promotion has been definitely coming in hard in the tire game, and they've pretty much announced their full 2025 team. I just heard from a little birdie there is one more surprise, but let's go ahead and showcase some of these guys that just got signed on with Promotion. Cole Ogden, Promotion. We had a better plan than this. This looks great. Tater Sontag, good job, man. You're with Promotion. What the fuck, Robert? You can't make this look any better. Kyle Go. Good job, dude.
Damn,
your
Robert.
Forehead's gone.
You're gonna take this from him, dude?
Kyle Go definitely has a forehead. It's just AJ Rodriguez.
I like that.
Nice.
Kid. That
kid rules, dude. He's so funny.
Ripped.
All right, here we go. Spencer Hecker, not a new signing, but definitely staying with it. So
welcome back, Spencer. Welcome back. Boom. Douglas Schofelt. Drayton Staub, what's up? Boom.
Tyler Brown, if you're watching, we definitely need to come up with a commercial for you, dude.
Commercials are where it's at, dude.
Yeah,
sure.
Douglas. Oh, Camden
look at
Lime.
that.
Big
Look at
one
that
with the
cute
6
face.
stash. Look at that stash.
What
Dude's
a
looking
face. Properly what?
And Sean Kirkman,
Kirkman.
SoCal
Kirkles.
Shredder legend. And Carlos Arredondo Jr.
Arredondo.
Nice.
Stobbs.
Yeah, dude. Nice. He kind of looks like the singer of The Descendants. I like him.
This is so funny, dude.
You know what? I had a
right.
plan for that to look a lot cooler. But hey, that's how we do it over here at Will and Trigger.
Well, so in the production meeting, quote unquote, the 15 minutes before we started, fucking Chase is like, Robert, I'm gonna send you this site and I'm gonna read them off. Maybe you can do some applause, some cheering and shit. It was completely silent.
Yeah, there was no music. I requested some music.
We couldn't get music to work
All
the
right.
way you would want it to.
Absolutely seamless, says Van Orden Jr.
Fuck. All right. Awesome. Tyler, let's get together. We need to get this commercial going for promotion or hire somebody, dude. It'll probably happen quicker. Anyhow.
I have one question before we bring DP in, because it's weighing on me right now. How did you do at the Reese Cup?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't make it, dude. I caught some crazy flu, and it was just this past Saturday. I took Thursday and Friday off of work. I got a crazy flu, and I took Thursday and Friday off of work just to make sure I was good enough to try and clear the sickness for the Reese Cup. And I was still too sick to go, man. I didn't want to get anybody else sick. This thing's been going around. It's super contagious.
Do you have the Noro?
No. I took because I called my doctor and I was like, dude, I'm fucking sick. And can I get something like some antibiotics for this flu that I got? And he was like, well, you got to take a COVID test. No, he's like, you got to take a COVID test. So I went to Walgreens, got me like an over-the-counter COVID test, negative for COVID, and just gave me some antibiotics. And I feel okay now. I'm still coughing up like the past 4 days of being sick. It's like straight up 4 days of hell. And yeah, man, I missed the race that I was looking forward to the most out of this year, and I blew it. But your mom caught the gay. But anyways, yeah. Anyway,
that was so fucking classic.
But okay. I mean, the race looked like it went off like a hitch, and it was awesome, and everybody had a good time. And man, you guys, if you're on the internet, you've been seeing everybody's results from it and everything. And Team Tekno won. All Tekno drivers driving that one, and they killed it. Yeah, they slayed. Team TZO got second. One of our other sponsors, TZO. We haven't even shouted out the rest of our sponsors: Wolfden, J&T, Beach RC, and Racecraft. So it was Team Tekno, Team TZO, and then Team Racecraft, 1 through 3.
Damn,
sick.
Modelos are so good. All right,
they're pretty good. If you don't mind a little foil in your teeth, you know.
I'm all about the gold foil on my teeth, bro. I'm
get that grill going
for my grill. Yeah, dude, fucking full blown Modelo grill about to come on.
Nice.
Bill Bordone, what's up, brother? Thank you. I don't know if you're watching, but always good to get Modelos from you when you're drinking. All right, I think it's time. Without further ado.
I think we should drop our only other obligated commercial, and we bring them in.
Okay. Well, and this commercial is not only just a commercial, but this is a sponsor of the DP. So it kind of works. So
absolutely. Let's drop it.
Hold on to your pants, boys and girls.
Quality. Precision. Passion. servos, batteries, and fuel. Go to nitroproracing.com.
Whoa, there he is.
What's up, guys?
What
What
is
up,
up?
dude?
What is up? Hey, before we go any further, just real quick, George's Best on YouTube. That is not true at all. Matter of fact, we've reached out to you, so email us at Wheel and Trigger Podcast. That's Wheel and A&D Trigger Podcast. Your information, and we will get what you want on the last Christmas extravaganza. I don't know how you expect us to get you anything when we don't have your information. So please do that before you go and talk shit in our chat, because we want to hook you up, dude. That was the whole point of the whole thing. Everyone else has got their stuff on the way. You will be taken care of. So calm your little nerves. Okay. Hang out and send us an email. We're about to get real. with
Absolutely.
DP.
Anybody else that hasn't received anything, that's my fault. I've been sick. I was supposed to send out emails and I haven't. So now that I'm better, I will be sending out emails to those manufacturers tomorrow, and you guys should be getting your stuff out.
Robert,
so what's
no
up,
more
Dakotah Phend?
no more PowerPoints for DP here. Let's make sure he gets a proper introduction. This is, for those who don't know, Wheel and Trigger started 2.5 years ago, and the very first episode, if you go to the YouTube channel or the website, is DP. And so it's very it's sentimentally, my favorite guest, because you helped me start this show. You were here from the beginning, and obviously we worked together on a lot of other things. So having you on and being able to talk to you about all the stuff that's been going on, it's nothing but a pleasure. And I'm so stoked that you're here. But the story I was going to tell right before you, or when we were talking earlier, was I was messaging you. I was like, all right, dude, let me know. It's late in the game. It's like almost, Christmas time or whatever. I was like, what did you decide? And you're like, I'll be wearing blue at Hoosier. And I was like, I said X-ray blue or AE blue, because at that point, I didn't absolutely know for sure.
Yeah.
And the giggles were, you didn't really think about the blue part.
Yeah, it didn't cross my mind, but
Navy blue.
there's some rumors swirling at that time too. So
what do you think about because you were at Horizon for 14 years?
19.
19 years.
Yeah.
19 years. And you've never really had to go through what you just went through. So when you see on the internet, and I don't know how close you pay attention to the internet, a lot of us are like all about the gossip and looking at everything. And some of us comment, some of us don't. But when you see everything that people are saying or guessing or whatever, what's it like for you? In the back of your mind, are you giggling? Are you cussing? Or do you not pay attention? What was the whole process like for you?
Yeah, I probably a little bit of both. Obviously, I knew a little bit of what was more going on than everyone else. But I didn't, obviously, until I signed, I didn't know 100% what was going to happen either. So yeah, it was crazy to see. I mean, there's rumors every year. There's been rumors the last few years with me, but nothing super serious. So yeah, this year was pretty crazy for really everyone in the industry. Obviously myself included. I had probably one of the biggest full program changes that anyone would ever have to experience. I did change quite a bit of stuff, and yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, it was definitely interesting kind of going through and reading the comments. I'm sure I didn't see a ton of them, but I definitely saw some of them and kind of try to keep up with what the gossip was and what was going on with that.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely madness.
Yeah.
Everybody was wondering where you were going. I mean, it was every single page of my feed what was going on with you, between the No Name RC podcast, people just speculating, things like that. I mean, everybody kind of had an idea. A lot of people are claiming that they knew, but it's great, dude. It was a good move.
All right. So the monkey, or what is it? Elephant in the room. what was the car like? I mean, obviously you got to do a little bit of testing, but you just come off, you go to your very first race. You couldn't have tested more than a handful of times, if that, with everything that was going on. I mean, shit, you raced in November at AMS. I'm trying to think of the other races that you might have attended after AMS.
US Open was the last one. That was, I think, like second week of December.
There you go. So US Open in December. So not a lot of time to test new cars. You go to Hoosier, one of the biggest 1/10 off-road races of the year. Shout out to the Henleys and everything they're doing up there. You go up there and it looks like nothing changed, but however, a shit ton of your program changed.
Yeah. It's actually, I think it's probably a little bit crazier than what people think actually happened.
We want to know.
So I actually, which the only reason I even was able to race at Clash was because of all of the amazing people that I have backing me. Because this all got done pretty last minute. I did not. Chicky ended up building all my cars for me. We had everything shipped directly to his house. All my electronics, speed control, motors, servos, everything was shipped to his house. All the J Concepts goodies, everything was shipped directly to him. We got bodies out to Bradley. I think the last week of December. Same thing with Stick It One. We got shirts sent out to him the last week of December, and everyone pretty much pulled a all-nighter. Got the shirts and stickers and stuff done, overnighted to me. The bodies I drove to Bradley's and picked up a couple days before the event. And then, so I went and picked up the car Saturday night from Chicky's house, finished getting them ready, got them bound and everything to my radio on Sunday. And then I ran Monday, and then we went to Clash on Wednesday. So I literally got 1 day on the cars. Thankfully, like I said, there was no way that I would have been able to even race if everyone hadn't stepped up and made it happen. But I got 1 day of practice on the cars. Thankfully, there's quite a few people at X-Ray that got and tested at Hoosier. I think actually while I was at the US Open. So they got a pretty good base setup. Everything was in the ballpark, and, I kind of just Monday concentrated on driving and just trying to get as comfortable as I could and not mess with stuff too much. And then, showed up to Clash. It's usually a pretty good event for me. I feel comfortable on that surface, so that always helps. But it wasn't just a car change. I had all new electronics and speedo settings that I had to get figured out, and then also the radio. I mean, which is a really big deal as well, and getting comfortable with that. So, it was pretty much flying by the seat of my pants, and thankfully everything went well, and I can't complain in the least with how the weekend went.
Did you feel like? So tell us what you thought of the cars. Like, you've been driving TLR for 19 years. You've been driving the same 22 5.0 and 22 X4 for the last 5-7 years, almost unchanged. What was it like driving something like an X-Ray that they're and listen, you don't have to, I'm not asking you to dog on TLR. I think most of us out here in the outside of your world, we see no kits being released and all these years and years of nothing happening. And so we're like, what's it like for Dakotah to get on a car that they're developing on a regular basis? Because you haven't really had anything really new in a long time.
So I went out to Fun Park. They were nice enough to kind of just open up privately for me so I could have a clear track and kind of just do my thing without other people there and stuff. So I went and ran there Monday, and I mean, honestly, everything went super smoothly. Like I said, a pretty good base already. And I really just concentrated on just kind of driving and getting comfortable. I mean, obviously the nice thing with 10 scale cars is that at least the general style of the cars is similar. Like with 8 scale, obviously going like C-Hub Pillball, that's a drastic difference. But with the 10 scale stuff, there's at least similar general characteristics with it. But the cars definitely drive a lot different. they land. The first thing I noticed was just the landing of them. They land absolutely amazing, super plush. So that was kind of something I noticed right off the bat. And then, I mean, they had a really good balance to them, front to rear and everything, and they were really just easy to drive, which was what I needed. Going into Clash, I didn't need anything too crazy, and it was just both the cars were super easy to drive, especially considering the grip at Clash. I mean, that's probably some of the gnarliest conditions that you can race on in 10 scale dirt nowadays. Just with getting the car set up right. I mean, if your setup isn't right, then you're gonna be struggling. You're gonna be flying off the track and doing donuts and pretty much everything in between of what you actually want to be doing. So yeah, it was just how smooth the cars were, how plush they were, and it was really interesting. Kind of, I guess one of the big things I noticed, and we were having discussions with at the races, was just how different, not necessarily how different the setup is, but how you get to what you want. And I guess what I mean by that is, like, if you're trying to get the car easier to drive, there's some general changes that I would think of, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and the thinking is very different. So that's gonna take me a little bit of time to kind of refigure out the setup side of things. I have a I have a decent idea of what things do geometry wise to the car, and obviously you put a softer spring and the car's gonna roll more, and the basics like that. But just the idea behind the setups and what direction to go in with what you're looking for was very different. So that was actually really interesting for me to hear, and it's kind of exciting to be able to relearn that at the events and testing and stuff at home.
Nice.
So at any point while you were driving, were you like, man, these things are luxury? This is luxury.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe the first couple times I was describing it, I'm like,
with the plushness, you're like,
some could
man,
say
luxury.
luxury.
Yeah, awesome, dude.
I'm sure that'll
Good
be
to
an
hear.
ongoing
Good to
joke.
hear. Well, glad you're stoked, man. Super stoked that you're stoked and you're continuing on with new brand and everything, and it's exciting. It's got to be like a rejuvenation after such a long career already to turn over a whole new leaf, and go for it again with something new. Very cool.
I want to know what you thought. We all know the X-ray stuff's good, and it's obvious. I mean, we've watched world champions, we've watched future world champions, lots of fast people race X-ray, and we know the brand is good. But one of the brands you just picked up that I think is very interesting, and I think it's going to be really cool to see the progression. And by the way, in my opinion, probably the coolest packaging in all of RC is the new Coyote products. So what was it like having to learn new electronics? Are they similar? Do they bind and set up, the same? Like what's it like? I've not even touched the Coyote products yet. They're an A-main product. I know that they're going to be hot because shit, if you just look at the box, you want to buy one. Doesn't even really matter how good it is. But you're running it, so obviously you approve of it. What do you get? Let's get a little bit of a feedback on the Coyote products.
Yeah, I was very impressed right off the bat. I was able to kind of get a decent baseline from other guys that had run and stuff already, which always helps. Which kind of goes back to like the thing I said was just everyone around me coming together and giving me that base to be able to come to Clash and compete at that level. So yeah, I had a pretty good base to start, and then kind of made some tweaks and changes from there. The stuff is super easy to use, and I was really impressed. It was very smooth. At Clash with all those pie jumps, I think there's 3 of them there. So you had to have your brakes be like very, very specific and fine tuned and really comfortable with them for those jumps to be able to kind of charge them, slow down, not over jump them, land, and then keep going. And then you had the end of the straight that was a 180 and then also downhill. It started to slope downhill right kind of where you wanted to get on the brakes. So you had to be really comfortable with the brakes. That's a really big thing. And I'm super picky with brakes and electric and nitro side of things. I have a little bit of a different like feeling and way that I brake than a lot of people do. So yeah, that was super important to me, and it was something I was able to pick up pretty quick with that. And honestly, the transition with everything was a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, I'm pumped on that for sure.
And the track looks awesome. The larger than normal 110 scale track for sure. A lot going on. That track looks sick.
Yeah, it was super fun. Super fun.
James Elliott
had a great flow to it.
He says Coyote versus Pro Performance. Be honest.
Yeah, I would, like I said, I would say, like, with the Coyote stuff, I was super impressed with how smooth it was. And just the power band. No, you can read between the lines here.
You're so nice.
Yeah, so good. So I bet that was pretty awesome. Like, just having everybody come together, and you just kind of almost arrive and drive. Other than it was kind of like, I mean, pun intended, a bind and drive.
Yeah, no, I mean 100%. I put the receiver in with some sticky tape and and bound it and set everything up and pretty much drived it. Yeah,
that's cool,
it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was definitely like probably the whole last month or so. I was shitting bricks. Like, man, is this like, are we gonna get this done in time? And then also like just showing up to the race. I mean, I can't tell you, this is probably one of the most stressful races that I've ever competed in. Just not really like everyone else's expectation, but just the fact that just knowing like everyone's eyes are on me and how I'm doing, and I don't know what to expect. I've never experienced this before. I've never gone through this massive of a change in my program. And all the guys are there. So yeah, for sure. I was pretty nervous going into it, definitely stressed out, and yeah, I can just say is that I was definitely pretty pumped on how it went.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. When I see pros show up to the track, doesn't matter how quick they just change. That guy Chris Mueller with the perfect point that you showed up with painted bodies. The fact is, you never missed a beat, no matter what it took. You were there, like you said. You went and picked up your bodies. It was an all-nighter basically to get all the stuff ready. So many people will show up with an unpainted body. I mean, I've seen you run unpainted bodies in practice before, obviously, but you literally were ready to go like it was the beginning of the season, and you knew all along what you were doing. Obviously you didn't, like I just know from us talking a little bit, like it, you had a lot on your mind. It wasn't like you knew in November what you were doing. So that's great, because you're the ultimate professional. You obviously were stuck with a brand for 19 years. You're very loyal. You've been with JC for a long time. I know how loyal you've been to the brands of mine you represent. So any company that has DP attached to it is very, very fortunate and should be proud of what they're doing. So and for you to show up to that race against at least America's best 10 scale racers and win your first weekend out in 2-wheel, finish second in 4-wheel. I don't know exactly how I didn't pay enough attention to see how the class champion worked out. So but all that being said, just what a successful weekend that you had for such little bit of preparation availability, I should say, or the opportunity to be prepared like you normally would be.
Yeah, no, like I said, I was super pumped on how it all went. And like I mentioned, that was a testament to everyone stepping up and making it happen. And even just like people don't think about, like, even just the team, there was a lot of people that joined the team, and this was, for the most of us, this was the first time all of us working together, especially like at an actual event, at a race. So it was cool to see, honestly, like first race out, how well everyone worked together. Everyone was very open and willing to make changes and hey, what about this? What about that? And we all had like pretty similar setups, with some small changes here and there. So like in one of the qualifiers, Schimmel, like, he needed a little bit more grip and a little bit less steering, and I had too much grip and was a little bit pushy. So there was a couple of small differences in the front and the rear end of our cars, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this and you do that, and then we went out there and and both had really good qualifiers. So that was cool to see. It was awesome working with Chase for the first time as well. Super good kid and was really nice and kind of very open about everything. So that was awesome to see, and it's just gonna get better, like team atmosphere wise, is the more time we have together.
Right on. And a lot of people in the comments are asking about 8th scale. I know before the show you were talking about you're pretty much prep for SIC and you're showing up ready to go.
So I'll be at SIC here in a few days. I leave like Thursday afternoon or so. So pretty much kind of finished up the final touches and everything today. Got the RC bags packed and stuff, and I would say being ready is a loose term. I have everything, so in that aspect, I'm ready to go. Once again, Chicky got everything ready to go for SAC as well. So I don't know exactly how many hours he put in, but I knew it was a lot to get ready for both of these events. So he built me a new e-buggy for this event. So we're gonna go ahead and get that broken in when we get there, and then I'm gonna run his nitro cars this weekend. Just was kind of obviously saved a lot of time just being able to rebuild those and stuff. So I'm gonna run his cars, his nitro cars, nitro buggy, nitro truggy at SIC this weekend. We'll see how it goes. I feel pretty good about it, but I don't really know 100% what to expect. I just know that they have a good base setup on the cars, and Chicky knows what he's doing setup wise. So we'll get out there, and fortunately SIC is like a pretty I don't want to say like a basic track, but it's just like an indoor clay track. Doesn't get super rough. Gets a little bit of chop, get some dust into it, but it's pretty normally pretty tame and mild mannered as far as the dirt is concerned. So that's really nice. I know what to expect tire wise and stuff like that. So I think we'll be in a pretty decent position once I get some laps down and kind of see where we're at. I've been pretty lucky. I kind of like everything. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I'm pretty good at like adapting to things really quickly, which has really played into my favor for this year. So I think we'll be in a decent spot. I don't really know exactly what spot we'll be at. I just know that it's going to be pretty decent, and we'll kind of just play it by ear and make changes as we go and go from there.
Ryan Pettit asked, have you tested the 8-scale cars yet?
Very minimally. I'm sure a lot of people saw that I did go and run with Chicky end of the fall once at a track. I don't think it was quite to the extender level I think that people took it at. I think it was a lot more chill vibe than that. I did get a little bit of running on the nitro buggy side of things. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm talking I have less than 10 tanks on the nitro buggy, and I got 1 battery pack on the e-buggy. So definitely still pretty fresh. But yeah, I know the cars have a pretty good base, and we'll just kind of have to figure that out as we go, kind of what I'm looking for in the cars. And I don't even know if I'm going to know what I'm looking for in the cars. It's obviously the pill ball is a very different style of driving.
Yeah, until you get out there for sure.
Yeah, very different style of driving. The car kind of wants a little bit different things on the track. So yeah, it's just going to take it as a learning experience. And I'm not a super stubborn guy. I'm pretty easygoing and chill. So I don't have any problems, kind of adapting to the car a little bit for this first race or first couple races, and kind of getting some time under my belts until I actually learn what I want. And then, yeah, just kind of going with the flow.
All right. If Robert's still awake, Robert, can you get a round of applause for Paul Ciccarello? Probably the best team manager there is. Like, holy cow, dude. All the work that he's put in, insane. Right on. Paul Ciccarello, legend.
Chicky kicking ass as usual. Derek Poe with a great question. Did you drive any other nitro cars or any other car companies with any real consideration prior to choosing? I'm going to paraphrase and throw in what I think you meant to say, prior to choosing X-Ray.
Yeah. So I did not drive anything else. Obviously this is the first time that I was pretty much like, I don't want to say open, you know, because obviously I've signed contracts in the past and, you know, continued with who I was with. But this is the first time that it was like, you know, for real, like I'm going to be switching chassis manufacturers. You know, for sure, a lot of time went into that. A lot of thought went into that. You know, but at the end of the day, I think that for me, X-Ray is the best option for a 10 scale and 8 scale program right now. And they were, you know, willing to work with me and interested as well. So here we are today.
What
Nice.
is the name of your firstborn? That's what I really want to know.
Oh man.
Congratulations to you and Chloe, by the way.
Thank you.
You know, what a great thing to know that you're about to be a father and Chloe's about to be a mother. I know you guys are gonna make great parents. You live in a great place for a kid to grow up. So this is obviously this has got to be so daunting. Like you have everything planned out, you know what you're making, you know, you've got a secure job, and then the next day you get the news like you're fired, basically, in a sense, for making money, and you got to figure out what you're going to do with your life. So
Yeah.
like what is that all weighed? How is that all played into this whole, you know, calamity that, you know, silly season for your RC career?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of lack of sleep. I've been enjoying the last couple of days, actually sleeping in a little bit. But yeah, it definitely sucked. You know, in my exit post, I said like I've gone through pretty much everything my whole life. Everything I've done in my whole life, I, you know, had been with TLR, and everything that I had accomplished and done was with them, you know, by my side, whether it was in the industry or outside of the industry. So yeah, it was tough. It was definitely tough, like mentally to get through that. And, you know, I was fortunate enough, you know, obviously I have a very similar job to, you know, what I had before. Pretty much I'm doing the same thing, but yeah, it's a lot different. You know, a lot different, like having to switch and kind of getting out of your comfort zone. And yeah, it was a lot. And then also, like you had mentioned, like knowing I have a kid on the way, you know, he's due in early April. So just kind of knowing like, man, like if I can't get something figured out, like I'm going to be switching careers, or, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. So it was definitely, whoa, lost my earpiece.
Like, am I be racing or
definitely
giving wake surfing lessons? You know, like
Yeah,
what am I going to be
yeah.
doing?
No, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad either. I wouldn't complain
No, it
about
would.
that.
It'd be great. Awesome.
But yeah,
man.
it was a lot, but it all worked out. And I'm not a huge fan of change, so I think I just got all thrown at me at once and kind of get it out of the way and then move on.
Nice.
Yeah, it all hit you all at one time. Damn.
So, is there any chance now that you're with X-Ray, are we going to see DP on an on-road course? Maybe running some on-road.
You know,
good question.
maybe in the future. Yeah, there's actually a lot of people that have asked about it. I was actually talking to Drew today, RC America, about it. You know, nothing in the foreseeable future. Just like right now, I really got to kind of get locked in on the off-road side of things. You know, I got 10 scale dirt, 10 scale carpet, you know, and then 8 scale side of things. So that's going to keep me busy for quite a while. But definitely not out of the question, you know, maybe do that
Maybe some
someday.
exhibition type stuff, one-off
on-road
things. Yeah, for sure.
Obviously I'd want to do a little bit of running privately first, and, you know, make sure I'm not going to go out and suck super bad, because nobody wants their debut to not be good. So yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility in the future, but not anytime soon.
Brad, well, I think your
DP,
scheme would look really cool on an on-road car. Too,
I
for
fucking
sure.
concur, for sure.
Look badass.
DP, what you got in your cups? Which one? I know you got 2 cups. What do you got in each one?
This big one is water right here.
Okay, put that to the side. Don't touch it again.
Yeah. And then this one's my other cup.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing.
Perfect.
Robert just messaged me privately. He said, "Look, we get to 300 watchers concurrently, which we're at 295 right now. We need 5 people. You guys need to share. I know some of you weren't on when we asked you to share, but share this. We got DP live right now taking questions. But Robert said, hey, we hit 300 and we're going to take a shot. So I'm just waiting to get there. We're at 297. It's growing right now. We'll start pouring shots for me and the boy over here. Dakotah, you're going to have to hit that white cup, not the not the blue cup, because that thing is weak.
Yeah. Do whatever you want to do.
All right,
man.
we're there. 301.
301. Sick. That was easy. Holy moly.
Dakotah, this is our most watched episode ever, and it's only fitting that it's you because you helped me start this whole thing. And let me pass this shot on to Robert before we all cheers. And if you guys got anything in your cup, get ready to hold it up.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. Thanks for coming on, man.
Really amazing. Everybody, cheers to all of you. Once again, Happy New Year. Thank you, DP, for coming on.
Cheers.
Robert, cheers, buddy. Stay awake for us. All right. Whew. I got a couple questions that I start. Oh, wait, that's not.
He logged in on 4 devices.
That's not a question. My bad. What'd he say?
Lucas just said he logged in on 4 devices.
That's funny.
Thank you, Lucas.
That's where it came from.
All right, so I've been starring some questions that I have for you, and I want you to answer them as truthfully as possible. Here's a good one. Did JQ have a chance, or were they just using that to market their car to get a quick boost in sales? Now, before you say anything, I will say I was personally a little bit offended that he would use your name if it's not true. So I would love to personally know like the answer to that question, because the way that Mike Bartkis put this is very, very well put. So floor is yours.
Yeah. I mean, I did have conversations with him. JQ is a very interesting guy, and he has a very interesting outlook on things. And when you're kind of starting fresh, so to speak, you want to hear what everyone has to say, especially, people that have a little bit different outlook on things. So, I definitely had some conversations with him. But in the end, I felt like X-Ray was where I needed to be. And they have a full 10 scale, 8 scale program. Obviously they're super dedicated to the racing side of things. And, with the conversations I had with them, I felt like that was where I needed to be. So that was a decision that, that I made, and definitely, like I said, took a lot of time and did a lot of, thinking in my head and out loud with Chloe. And, that was what we decided.
Awesome, man. Were there any other offers? A lot of people are asking that. I'm sure you got hit from everybody.
Yeah. There was a couple other offers. Nothing that really got crazy serious. Nothing that, was like, here's a contract in hand or anything like that. Yeah. Was
there any other brands that interested you, like you thought that you might want to drive for?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like my main focus was 10 scale, and like I'm a 10 scale and an 8 scale guy, and that's hard to find now. That's hard to find a full program, a company that makes a full program, and it's even harder to find an 8 scale only company and a 10 scale only company that you can work together. So that definitely was a big part of my decision. That was something that was at the forefront of my mind.
Or even a combo deal, 8 scale program, 10 scale program.
Yeah, for sure. I thought about that, and that was that was a big question I had to answer. The only thing that like kind of scares me about that is just trying to coordinate everything. The more people that you have in the pot, the opportunity to be more lucrative is there, but also, you're getting pulled in so many different directions. So this, the 8 scale company can be like, oh, we want you to go to this 8 scale race.
Exactly.
10 scale companies, we want you to go to this 10 scale race. So that makes it a little bit more complicated. Obviously it's been done and been successful and stuff. But I think that's part of the reason why you don't see you don't see that as much anymore. I feel like 5 years ago you saw that a little bit more, and it was able to be successful. But I think just nowadays there's so many races, and the companies are wanting you to go to what they want you to go to. It gets a little complicated, and if the companies aren't willing to work together, then that's not really an option.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
All right, so here's a very, very, very important question for you. Before we actually have a caller online, but give me, you have to answer this question because it's very important. From being a Michigan boy, are the Lions going to the Super Bowl?
I sure hope so.
Okay, so you are a Lions fan.
Yes, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah.
Were you a Lions fan when they were 0-16?
I mean, I always kept up and watched them. I'm not gonna say like I'm a huge football guy. Like I'm not watching like every single. I know I'm not watching like every single minute and all that, but I definitely keep up.
I'm definitely not either, dude.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely keep up a little bit more now
nerds.
that they're doing better. But
Well, are you like a Michigan? Were you stoked when Michigan won the championship last year? Like, are you Michigan State? Like, do you have any kind of ties to any of that? Did your family end up watch any kind of football growing up?
Yeah, no, we didn't really watch any football growing up. It was all just racing and going to car shows and stuff like that. We had a road course like a mile away from our house. We'd go do that on the weekends and stuff when we weren't racing. But yeah, I lived in Lansing for like 5 or 6 years, so definitely MSU fan over the U of M. But yeah.
But you might as well just like Ohio State. So
I know I'm about 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes from the Ohio line. So it's crazy. Like when you go out to dinner and stuff and there's a game on, it's like 50-50, like about 50 of the people in the restaurant are wearing Ohio State jerseys and stuff. So I gotta be a little bit more careful now.
Speaking of your upbringing and your parents, shout out to Nancy Finn for bringing me prep bottles of cranberry and vodka to Masters of Dirt this year. Yep. Love your parents, and your mom's a trip, dude. Every time I see her, I learned something new, and can't be happier every time. All right, we have our first caller. Are you ready to bring him in?
We need to hold on.
Whoa.
We need to do a commercial for one of our other major contributing sponsors, and then announce it. We do.
Oh,
let's do Tekno, baby.
We got a Tekno commercial? We do. Here we go.
Tekno RC. Tekno RC is a championship-winning manufacturer of high-performance A-scale, 10-scale, nitro, and electric RC buggies and trucks. With a worldwide dealer network, USA and Europe-based headquarters, comprehensive warranty program, and global race support, Tekno RC is excellence in RC. View the full lineup of Tekno RC race-proven vehicles by visiting www.teknorc.com.
Oh,
well, Dakotah, it's just me and you right now.
They missed the bell. I don't know how long the commercial was.
The voice behind the PC. We've met before. We met at
for sure.
the recording.
Yeah, I've been in a couple times now.
Yeah, that's right. Man, it's such a long time ago, though, to think about how that was one of the first ones we ever did, right? I think, if not the first.
Yeah, you said 2.5 years ago, which is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it's been that long, but definitely goes by quick. I've been told, too, once you have a kid, it goes by even quicker. So, obviously, you guys didn't know the length of the commercial, but that's okay.
Not even close, dude. Dakotah was here all by himself while we're pissing away.
Sorry, dude. Man, that was wild.
Whoa. Now I ran as fast as I possibly fucking could. Try to get back and not leave you on the island like that. I apologize.
No, you're good.
But thank you, Tekno, for that great commercial and being a part of this show.
Yes, thank you, Daniel Lewis, Matt Walter, Sean Kirkman at Tekno RC.
All I can say is we started. So like I said before, Robert had a bad day, so we started with a shot. Had a couple beers before we started. An hour into the show, a shot and a couple beers. So like, I had to piss so bad. I was trying my hardest to wait until it was all over.
All right, we all need to say a prayer. I know we don't talk about Robert, our producer, very often, but we all need to say a prayer for his wiener. He has not gotten lucky in 2025 yet. I know we're early; it's 7 days, but just a silent
I can't
prayer
even think if I've
for
gotten
Robert
lucky in
Smith.
2025 yet, and I have a fucking soulmate, dude. Jesus Christ. All right.
Okay,
Anyway,
well there we have it.
we have a caller, so we made him wait for us to piss. Can we bring him in?
All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Am I on?
He's only in my
How's
left
everything
ear.
going? What are you guys doing tonight?
Oh my god. Oh man.
Hey, no, but for real, I just want to start out. I want to say something because I'm sure I'm gonna lose it. I did want to say that for Dakotah, I know this is our first year together and working together, and I feel kind of bad because that you kind of had a heartfelt thing going through your change, and I sometimes don't see outside the box, and with Jared and going through what he went through, we were super connected, and we talked all the time about his retirement and everything that he was going through at that time. And I didn't even really think hey, what 19 years at a company means to somebody, and how scary that can be with having a kid. I was just fully confident that I felt like you would land on your feet and be in a better position than you were before. But that still doesn't negate the fact that I like to have the kind of relationship where I'm talking to my talking to my friends. I consider you a friend now. Yeah,
because you weren't before.
Make sure that Yeah, I was not. I was a real big dirtbag. But yeah, dude. So I apologize that I didn't check in on you as much.
No, you're good, man. I appreciate it.
Like I should, but that could be the twisted teas and vodka.
There's so much I want to say, but I can't.
Yeah.
Drew Singer.
I'm sorry, do we have a caller?
Yeah. First off, thank you for all you do with our podcast and helping us out, and thank you for all you do for the racers, because I'm personally know how much you do, and I know. But are you like trying to take over the world with Nitro Pro servos, dude? You're getting like every dog that exists on the face of the planet. Like you're lacking 2 or 3 of the best, and then you have everybody.
You know what? To be honest with you, I disagree. I really feel like, there's a couple marquee drivers out there. We'd be, fortunate and humbled to have them, but I really feel like I don't feel like there's anybody that I don't want, and we're getting people approaching us. So, a lot of the guys that you're seeing, through and a lot, a lot has to do with our top echelon guys, and it's with you helping out, in the beginning to getting us to this position. But like, I mean, these guys are coming to us, nice. and we're able to fill a need. And I'm super blessed and super happy that we've got the guys that we've got, but there's really nobody, that I can think of off the top. We've got Phend, we've got Jared, we've got Rose, we've got the Fullers, we've got Little Bump, we've got Tyler. We've got Cav now.
Can we make a song about it
today? So
Nitro Pro has
like that one reel you always see with that chick. She's like, I got beans, lettuce, tomatoes.
Maybe that'll be the new intro.
Yeah, dude. Hey, get it made. Get it made.
Yeah, let's do it.
Which I think actually tonight was the first time I actually seen it.
No.
That reel? Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the reel or your commercial?
My commercial.
Oh, we play it every week. You just don't fucking watch every week. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Now I know you don't watch every week.
I'm waiting in the queue to be summoned by Brent Densford. You know, that's my life. Just waiting on Brent to call me.
Right.
Where's Brent? Hey, can I get you some more servos, Brent?
Do you
Yes,
think you're the
master.
only one? Jeez.
Yeah, no, I know. Listen, you like me. I can't imagine anyone else. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good point.
We're boys.
It's a good point.
And I can't get a call back.
It's a good point.
So, like, I can't imagine if it's some fucking some nerd. It's like, you're like, I'll get back to you next week.
Speaking of nerds, we got Drew Singer on the line from Nitro Pro. Yeah. Do you have a real question?
What do you mean? Do I have a real question?
You're just going to chat a little bit.
I know.
I have a question, baby. I have the answers. You know why I make money? To solve problems.
Yeah, or you print it,
questions.
one or the other, dude. I am convinced you are printing money over there at Nitro
man.
Pro.
Hey, it all spins the same, baby. It all
true.
spins the same.
As long as you can find someone that'll take
Drew,
it.
I'm gonna hit you up for some custom servos.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would like some.
Yeah, I was just printing some. I was just printing some for the Nitro compound for their race, trying to get my guys to, you know, to go out and do some more local stuff and do some more local outreach. Now,
is that something
called me today and had a really cool idea.
Is that something you offer to regular
What?
customers as custom engraving and all that stuff that you've been doing, that you've been showcasing?
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I just need to put it on the site and figure out a good way to actually do it, because you're gonna have to call in and really we'll have to discuss, like, hey, where do you want it? Because I don't know if I've got the bandwidth to actually, like,
on the
where you
servo
can drag and drop like the logo in. Yeah, but it's pretty easy for me. You can send a picture and I can pretty much my program's pretty easy to deal with. So yeah, you know, like the wheel and trigger sent me the thing, and actually he didn't even send me the thing.
Do you remember that that picture I made of you that looked like you were Jack Nicholson in The Shining, breaking through the door?
Yes, I put it on a servo.
Did you already do that?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I have to call
Yeah, it was
someone else
actually
then.
the first thing. It was the first picture. Yes, it was the first picture that I actually put on a servo to see if you could print a picture, if this thing could print a picture on a servo, and it came out really cool.
All right, I'll take 2 of those.
Patrick Rosser Jr. wants to know: has the truck been rescued yet?
No, the truck's done. The motor's gone, and it's going to cost more to fix the motor than the truck than I paid for the truck.
So for all that
So,
want to
truck
know,
is-
we have the big blue beast. Used to be the white whale. Lucas is the pilot, and now it's called the big blue beast. And I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Drew. So a round of applause for Drew for helping us locate and find the big blue beast, dude. Thank you very much. That thing has been a showstopper at the RC
I've got a
races.
parts truck for you, buddy.
I'm not buying it.
I've got a parts truck for
If
you.
it's free, send it. Have it towed to us.
Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody's
No.
asking how, or Gene Trout, not just somebody, but so Dakota, how you doing over
did
there?
have
Just
a-
kind of
I'm doing good. I'm getting texting coming.
Dakota's just hanging out.
I'm just texting away over here.
Very cool.
I did have a question. I've only talked to Dakota and Tech since the clash. And I haven't watched a lot of 10 scale races, but it seems like the pace and I don't know, you would probably know, because obviously you've been there every year, and you know what your pace, the pace that you normally set when you go there, and you normally do really well. I know your finishes, but this was the first year that I actually went in and looked at the lap times and things like that. And it seemed like, from what I know from 10 scale, that like getting out on the track, your lap times were like significantly better. And I didn't know if that was
From servo or car. He wants to know if that's servo or car,
Yeah,
basically.
The freshie servos in there.
is the only reason. Listen, the servo only adds to the glory that is CP.
Speed
Well, I
is
mean,
from servo or car. Like what is it? We want to know.
It's
So
just
what was
a
so what was the question?
full-on luxurious package. This package is fully
It's one
luxurious.
of those luxurious. If you haven't felt the silky smoothness of the anodizing of our servos, you haven't lived. I sleep on a bed of them, mainly because I can't afford a bed because I've spent all my money on toy car parts.
Oh man.
You're a good man. All right, Drew. Are
I
you
wouldn't
going
know how
to
to answer that
SSC?
either, Dakota. There was no
I
question.
don't
there.
even
That
know
was
what the
kind of a
question is.
Yeah,
There's
there was
no question.
It didn't get
There's no
finished.
question. Drew,
Yes,
are you going to SIC?
I am not going to SIC.
All right. Well,
I
no party
am-
for
the
us.
Next race you'll see me at is the next race you'll see me at is P&B.
Oh, no DNC
Yeah,
for you
maybe
this year.
Maybe Silver State.
I'm going. No, that's
I'm gonna
after.
be in Thailand.
Okay. Silver State's after DNC, so.
I'll be in Thailand.
Or after
Yeah,
PNB.
I'll be in Thailand for DNC, and then I'm coming back, and I'll be, and I'm probably gonna go to DNC, or not DNC, but Silver State.
All right.
So what you're saying is
Just
the Lady Boy servo coming soon.
Limited edition.
They're gonna have very small wires.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, we love you, Drew. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I love you too, brother.
Cheers.
Later, Drew.
May the Schwartz be with you. All right. All right. Well, Dakota, we're at that time of the night where we allow people like Drew, but non-industry people like Drew, to call in and ask questions and talk shit and say dumb shit or say very intelligent shit that we don't understand.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Never know what you're
Never.
gonna get. And we have concurrently, I just want to congratulate our fans and our people that are paying attention tonight, because we've never had more than like 200 people watching at a time. It's been almost 300 for last hour or for last half hour. So congrats to you guys. We appreciate you guys listening. But now we're going to turn this over to you. We're going to open up the One Up Racing phone lines just to you guys right now. Here's the number. I got to find it. Hold on.
Dylan Nelson said he's gonna FaceTime you right now.
I know.
I don't know how that's gonna work in the show, but you can turn your phone.
So I actually,
You guys
I had that in my mind. Like, is Dylan Nelson like moving forward still your pit man for big nitro races? Is like that part of your deal?
Whoa. I'm still kind of trying to figure all that
Hopefully
stuff
that was
out.
the
I mean,
blue
obviously,
No.
no, I did not get over. Me and Dylan have a great relationship. We get along super well. He was an awesome addition to the program. Like middle of 2024 and on. So yeah, he's an awesome dude. And if I can continue to work with him, that would definitely be the plan. So I was trying to figure this out, because I'm like, I don't want to put too much in my cup, but I want to put not enough either. Because if you put too much, you don't want to pour it back.
You got to think about what 2 hours is in a bottle. You keep drinking it like that, and you're not going to have 2 hours left.
I know.
Well,
That's why I love
that's
it.
right. He teamed up with Dylan
I might need to get a
Nelson,
refill.
SoCal dude, and really cool kid, ripper, spreader for sure, coolest dad ever, and always has the nicest truck in the parking lot. I mean, can't go wrong.
Nelson's a good kid.
Yeah.
Good kid. All right. Phone lines are open. Call in, talk to Dakota, ask him a question, or just call in and say something stupid. We're good with that.
Just whatever.
Oh man. So, do you guys know if it's a boy or a girl yet?
Yeah. So it is a boy. Yeah, it was pretty easy to tell. So definitely proud of that. It was we've been going and doing ultrasounds. It's been like every 2 weeks or so. So it's actually been pretty cool to see him grow every time. And you have some times where we actually like the timing of everything in the beginning was way off from what we thought. So when we went in for the first time, we actually saw him
We
We
did
were waiting
over
for
under on that one.
Yeah, we were waiting for that.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, we actually saw him like before he was like even there. And then we
Nice.
got to see him pretty much
Have
every
you got
2
to
weeks,
do
like,
the
getting bigger and
3D
bigger.
one yet?
We haven't yet. Yeah.
Little dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah, a little
gross.
scary.
They're so
I think
gross
you
in
could
there.
actually like even see his face and stuff, which is
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but
I'm ready to come out, Daddy.
Well, with Chloe being in the medical field, like I'm sure she's all about like every step, like those steps, and most women are anyways, because when they want to become a mom, and I mean, my wife was, she, when we had our baby, it was her second, but she was all about research and like checking stuff out. Is Chloe the same way? You guys are like just Googling every little thing?
Yes and no. I mean, she's pretty like chill about it all. But she's very like natural and wants to kind of like go that route and stuff. So kind of just getting prepared for that, and seeing what oils and stuff she can take, and like all like the really just trying to figure out like the healthy stuff, not just kind of picking the first thing you see on the shelf at the grocery store kind of thing. So that's been most of it. Yeah, just trying to make the best decisions on those things, and making sure that we give him the best shot we can at life, and having a good one.
Nice.
All right, well, we got a caller. Let's see what we got.
All right, and I do want to say for everybody who's calling in, if you're new, maybe this is your first time calling in, we only have one phone line, so if it rings, I'm not ignoring you. It's just we got one person at a time, so please have some patience. But here's our next caller.
We're like 2 sponsors away from fucking buying a second phone line, so just chill out. All right, chill out. We're working on it. What up, Yoshi? What is going on? Look, Yoshi's a local dude. Probably you've met him, Dakotah, because he comes and helps us out at all the Masters. What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? It's good to see Dakotah on the show today.
Damn right.
Cool.
Congrats on being a dad. First time.
Thank
dad.
you, man.
Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah,
Hey,
it's going by quick. She's like,
poop, all right?
what's that?
Something they don't warn you about. The new baby poop. When the baby comes home.
Oh, dude, the Nartar.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yes, it's gnarly.
So be ready for that.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
That's actually the easiest form of poop there is the Nartar. When it's
It's so good.
like
So
when it starts not being tar, that's when it gets real messy.
And watch out for the blowout for the back. Those are unexpectable. And always have wipes on hand.
Yes, that's true.
Absolutely.
That bag is on your shoulder 24/7,
Yeah,
bro.
for
Carry it
sure.
around
Yeah,
like
it's
a
gonna
man.
be
Yes,
like
sir. It's like that. Have yourself a bag ready on hand,
That's true.
even if you're anywhere. Really, that's your go-to.
Don't ever expect
Yeah,
anybody to
sure.
have what you need, dude. Fucking have
Yeah,
it
you
with
gotta
you
be-
for
Bring it
sure.
all.
You're ready. Yeah,
Everything.
it's
Bring
going by
it.
quick too, man. She's
Every
already like I think 7 months in, so it's gonna be here before we know it.
I recommend
Just-
you go. Don't buy newborn diapers. Go to like a size 1. That way you can hold a load. In case you got to do a next change.
A little extra
Little
storage
extra
there.
room in there,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
Oh man,
And
I
then
love
you
this
know
guy.
when you become a dad, that's when I think when you realize that baby wipes are literally the best way to wipe your own butt.
I carry dude wipes with me everywhere, which is basically a little bit
Incredible.
different smelling fucking baby wipe. Yes, dude. Once you start using those baby wipes, you're never gonna want to not use them on your own
No.
self, dude. It's fucking
No,
amazing.
they're amazing. Great. Feeling fresh.
Amazing.
And have yourself a good feeding schedule every 4 hours, like you would take snacks. And boil your bottles when you clean them, and the nipples to kill the germs.
You said nipple.
He said,
My-
Clean the nipple.
I let Chico
Take care of that.
breastfeeding,
and
that's-
this is
Oh,
Bedtime
shit.
Beyond Hour with
Hey.
Yoshi.
The boss is taking notes. Yes, dude. Welcome, Chloe. Oh, she's literally probably sitting right next to him doing his PR.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Chloe.
But,
Okay,
dude,
Yoshi.
baby wipes.
Thank you for everything, bro.
changer.
Thanks for listening. Number one fan, dude. Like, if we could give you one of those stupid Facebook badges, we would, but I don't know how. So fucking thank you for always being here and giving us great
All
conversation.
Ultimate
right,
wipes.
guys. Good night.
Good night. And he's out.
Dude, DP edition ultimate wipes. How about that?
Oh,
There you go.
We should launch
Oh,
those.
let's hey Roger, if you're listening, or when you listen tomorrow, DP Ultimate Wipes. Let's
Yeah,
get on
them on the
this shit.
program.
Bro, I'm telling you, there is so many opportunities when you start thinking about like products outside of RC that you could be using RC.
But
We
bring them to
actually,
RC.
yeah, exactly. They're like, so for instance, you say like DP wipes, we sell at the shop. The guys that do the shirts, oh shoot, for whatever reason, I can't remember the exact name, but they make like the shirts for Dave's races and different racers like Wiggins and Bella and whatnot. But those,
I know. Yeah, I'm talking about. He's like the simple green wipes and
yeah, he actually
Yeah.
has his. I mean, he found something that works pretty good. We sell them. They're called RC wipes, but they're basically in a similar form. Ink Slingers. Thank you, Porter's Power Sports Racing Team. Ink Slingers, they came out with RC wipes. Excuse me. We keep them on the truck, sell them at all the races. People love them. So definitely check them out for sure. This guy, I see this question. I'm still trying to figure out who made the Beach RC hats. I made them. You can't, I had them. I made them. I don't know what to tell you. All right. We got a caller. We got another caller. Everyone wants to talk. JWRC, what is going on?
Not much, guys. How you doing?
Good.
What's happening? You at family dinner right now?
No, well, actually, my wife doesn't get up till 9 o'clock, and I'm going to be making pizza.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
What kind of pizza you eating?
Pop Murphy's.
Well, thank you, Murphy, for making pizza
But,
tonight.
Well,
Right. Go ahead.
the comment. I'm sorry. I just wanted to comment on a comment. Paul Kermit Geisler just branded the ultimate Phend wipes as D-Fends.
Yeah, dude.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Good job, Geisler.
Yeah. All right. What's up,
Dakotah,
JW? What's happening?
Dakotah,
Thanks for
you know
joining
who
in.
Geisler is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know.
Assault wipes. Assault wipes.
Assault
guys are
wipes.
killing it.
Assault wipes. That's another good one,
These guys are
dude. Thank
killing
you,
it.
Wade.
Sorry, dude.
Fuck yeah, that might actually happen. Assault wipes. I like it. All right, JW. Sorry for
Next thing you know, they're
fucking
gonna-
taking over your time. What you got?
Hey, no worries. No worries. Hey, I just wanted to tell Dakotah I met his parents at Silver State this last year. I didn't race because I was 2 months brand new into RC. Really, really cool people, lots of knowledge. So I learned a lot. I also kind of wanted to know if Mugen had any shot at picking you up.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not talk to Mugen at all. I didn't reach out to them. They didn't reach out to me. And like I said, it was kind of one of those things. Like I had gone through my mind trying to maybe do like the 8 scale and 10 scale program separate, but definitely makes it a little bit more complicated, and kind of just the timing of how all this went down. Like all of it was very last minute. I did not find out that I didn't find out for sure that I would be like leaving pretty much until pretty late in the year, pretty much right before December started. So it was very last minute, and yeah, kind of had to kind of speed up the process a little bit on my end, and kind of just try to make things happen pretty quick.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Damn, pretty much all I had, guys.
All right,
Sick.
JW, where are you from? Where you
Well,
race?
interesting.
What do you race? Let's hear about you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, you're
I
new.
race- Yeah, I have gone from everything from a traction sledge to now I'm with the Mugen MBX8 R Eco, and I race at the Silver Bowl.
Oh,
Nice,
fuck
dude.
yeah. Craig Maggie.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
a good dude.
Yes, sir. He actually just soldered up my ESC and motor here a couple days ago, and
Shout out to Craig, dude. He does a
Yeah.
great job with all of you guys there. I know he's building a crowd out there at the Silver Bowl, and he's done a fantastic job. I personally love what he's doing out there. So shout out to Craig Maggie and everything you're doing. You're lucky to be in an area with a guy that cares so much about RC and the people that are racing it. So good for you.
yes, sir. Yeah, it's kind of funny, really, because he won't let me drive with the beginners anymore because he's helped me drop almost 8 seconds per lap.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome, man.
Can you
That's
tell
a big
your
lot.
wife not to tell us her PIN number for the ATM
That's-
card over
That's
the phone?
almost like going from TLR to X-ray.
I didn't. I walked right past her and didn't even think about that.
We're about to get all your bank information.
Great
dude.
timing, yeah. Great timing. What a bucket race list to go, or bucket list race to go to 2 months in is hitting Silver Seat up already, man. It's
Fuck yeah, dude.
such a cool race. Like, welcome to
God.
RC.
Yeah.
I would probably
Yeah,
be.
I knew I didn't have a chance in hell to try to even race, let alone even make one lap on that track. But I'm gonna try it this year.
Nice. That's
Sure.
awesome.
Nice. Do it. Well, JW, what? I know you got code. What? How are we gonna know who you are? What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Well, thank you for calling. Thank you for listening.
Jeremy
and
Smart.
and we look forward to catching you. One of us is gonna catch you at one of these races. Make sure you come up
Right,
and say
Silver
hi.
State.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yep, definitely at Silver State.
Perfect. All right,
Cool.
brother. Well, thank you. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
guys.
calling
Thanks
in.
for
Cool.
mentioning
Thanks,
our
man.
little-
Have a good night.
Say hi to Craig for us.
Later, dude.
All right. I'm telling you, dude, like I've known Craig the last year and a half, 2 years, really big supporter of the ultimate stuff, but he and I know he's been playing around cars, he's a big Mugen guy. But he's done a very, very good job growing that Silver Bowl. He really cares about the racers out there. So hopefully that thing just keeps on growing the right direction, doing what it's supposed to do, because people like him are the salt of RC, in my opinion. They work, they pass along their help, their knowledge, their savings. They know how to help people enjoy the hobby, save money in the hobby, work the hobby. So good for him, and good for people like Jeremy, man. It's awesome. I love hearing stuff
Yeah,
like
just
that.
a true hobbyist and enjoying it for what it is and making sure as many other people can as well. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And it's
for
so
sure.
fun when you're getting into it, man, because there's just so much information and so much awesome, and going to the track every day. Like, that's the best part of the best time in RC is when you're doing that.
Yeah.
So I know that Nancy and Doug have had a lot of bitching cars, dude, and they probably have a lot of bitching cars right this moment in a shop, fucking waiting to go out this spring. What is the favorite vehicle that Nancy or Doug has ever bought that you've gotten to like? Because I know you participate in the parades and you guys go for cruises and stuff like that. Like, what's your favorite ride so far that they've put in their inventory?
Yeah. This is funny because this will probably annoy my mom because she always calls it the
Robert, can you throw up the call-in number real quick?
but they always she always called it the redheaded stepchild. But they got a 70 Camaro. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if they bought it at an auction. I think it might have at actually at like Barrett Jackson, like actually on there. So it was it's a pretty cool car. for sure.
Sick,
Which
dude.
one was it? I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
we got a
dude.
little
What was the
we got
name
a
of the
little
car? What
distracted
kind of
from
car
that
was
title. We
it? Because I got a
pumped up.
little glimpse of something that I wasn't supposed to. Like, what's the name of
either.
the car?
Yeah, it's a 70 Camaro.
Okay, not a Pinto.
Nice.
Nancy,
Yeah,
don't worry. He
not a
likes the
Pinto.
Camaro over the Pinto. You guys, the Pinto he's not going to take from the garage. But we've got another caller online, and for whatever reason, I wasn't supposed to see what I saw, but we saw it, and we got to bring him on. Let's go.
Oh man.
All right, cool.
Dude, where you been? What's up, John?
Yo, how has it been? How are y'all doing at Wheel and Trigger?
Doing
Couldn't be
good,
better.
man.
Yeah.
Doing good.
You got any questions for
Hey,
Dakotah
good to hear
Phend?
it. Well, y'all were talking about hobbying and stuff like that. I have an interesting hobby I like to share with the class.
Yes,
You
please.
guys like conspiracy theories, right?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of how I started this. All right. Well, lately I've been scouting out these Chinese drones that have been hanging out in the States, and I intercepted one of their signals, and it was broadcasting these like 5G waves. This happened in Arizona, by the way, in my backyard. And it turns out that these 5G waves are just making the mind, the human mind, like crave certain things, like Minions fart porn and like Chester Cheetah's foot fetishes.
Minions fart porn.
Did you say
dude.
Chester Cheeto? Okay.
I can't believe it. I got like 4 bags
Not
of
sponsored,
Cheetos
by the
today.
way.
You're not sponsored, by the way. This is not an ad for
4 bags of
Cheetos or
Cheetos?
Minions
Oh,
farts.
I think starting.
Okay, bud.
Anything else on the drones? What are your
If you had
thoughts?
4 bags of Cheetos.
What?
What are your other thoughts on the drones? Where do you think they come from?
Where they come from? Oh, they probably come from that city. You know where that city where the pandemic started? Probably Wuhan.
Okay.
Wuhan.
That's where it is.
Okay. Good theory. Possibly.
John, do you have any questions for Dakotah?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't read what the drone said. So
It wasn't one of those drone shows that made pictures for you, or
no, it was one of those like plastic ones, the ones that you buy at like Costco, but it was not in English.
okay.
All right, John, put down the ayahuasca. Thanks for calling.
All right, John. Not your
Thanks.
best showing. Call back next time.
Yeah, we love minion porn though, for sure. Maybe I
Well,
love minion
Dakotah,
porn.
that
Maybe
was
I
John
wouldn't
from
speak for
Arizona.
everybody.
Yeah, I've experienced them before, but
What the
never
fuck?
gets old.
Holy moly. Thanks
All
for
right, I'm getting
joining
a
in.
beer. It's on you.
Rad.
Is he in on? Does he come to every show, or is just kind of make
No,
random
man.
appearances
I
here
mean,
periodically?
probably, dude, like every 20 shows. He'll show up.
We literally have no idea
Yeah.
when he's going to call in, but when he does, we don't
he's
know what
got
to
something.
expect. Dude, it's fucking something every time. He's
Now
on
when
this
he is-
minion porn shit or minion. He's on these minions things right now. So,
Yeah, now all we need is Bear the RC guy, and we'll be stoked.
dude, you know who we really need is stories from Barry, like fucking backdoor Barry, Barry Baker. We need backdoor Barry stories. We've already requested this multiple times. I don't know why you're holding back.
Yeah, he's
I
got
like
some
you.
stories.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
We see getting some wild shit tonight. Hang on. No.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
What's up, dude?
You still got power.
The Reef House. Yeah.
So this is Dakotah. That is
Now the Grand Prix starts.
Oh, yeah. All right,
that's
I'll see
Ryan
you in a
Reese's
while.
dad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I live with Ryan Reese's dad.
Nice.
He just got home from the bar.
That's awesome.
Just got home from bingo.
Yeah.
So did you say we have a caller?
Sure do.
Oh, all right.
All right, let's see what we got.
Backing him up.
What's up, Jason? How you doing, bro?
Jason.
Good, man. How's it going tonight?
I think you should change your name to Jason.
Congratulations, Dakotah.
It could be worse.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations, Dakotah, on being a
Killed his
parent
mojo.
for one.
Thank you.
My question is, with the new platform and your motor, do you see your nitro run in 11-minute run time?
Fucking better.
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a good question. I mean, I mean, I can't answer that question 100% yet because I don't actually know the answer to it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we're still gonna get some good run time. You know, I've worked really hard with Ultimate to make that happen, and it's really a lot of everything. You know, it's not just one thing. It's not, you know, there's no like secret button you push to get great mileage. It's a it's a lot of everything. You know, so it comes down to the engine specs themselves, you know, what they do to the engine over Ultimate after they get it, and you know, that makes a difference. The pipe makes a difference. The fuel makes a big difference. You know, I tested all this stuff individually, and you know, you get 15 seconds here, 20 seconds here, and you know, do a little bit more tuning, and you know, you get an extra 30 seconds with that, and you know, adjust your driving and do all that. I mean, sometimes, you know, even just the tracks make a big difference. You know, I've been to some places where I'm getting 14 minutes of mileage, and I've been to other places, you know, where I'm getting, you know, 10, 11 minutes. So that makes a big difference as well. So it's really hard to say. Everything plays a factor, but I don't think I'm going to be getting, you know, 2 minutes less run time or anything like that. So I think we'll still be in a good spot.
Yeah, I know what you mean by different tracks having different surfaces, as I am a track crew member for a local track. So run time and the track surface is ERC Complex. It's actually Hobby Connection in Easley, South Carolina.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Easley's
Very cool.
fucking legendary, bro. Legendary.
Yes. I got back into the hobby about 2 years ago, and about a year ago, I got offered to be part of their track crew and learn surfaces and learn how to build the grip, which is really taken me far this year. And going into 25, I'm actually stepping up into a better and a much quicker pastime, and you know, going after the bigger picture of the whole notion of the racing and everything.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's definitely, yeah, it's crazy the different mileage. You know, we saw at Worlds, like people are doing, you know, 640 7-minute stops in the main, and you know, it can go plus or minus quite a bit depending on the track conditions. So.
What were you doing in the main? What could you do in the main?
At Worlds?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what I did. So our mains, you have to do, well, I think 630 is one. And then after that, there's 7 something, and then 840. 840 is another one. And then after that, I believe there's a big jump. You go from 840 to 10. I'm trying to think what I did. I know I did at least like 849 on the stops. I honestly, I don't remember 100%. I know, like, we had talked about possibly, which actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure one of the qualifiers I didn't pit. I'm pretty sure one of the qualifiers I didn't pit. I think I had like a bad crash, and everyone thought it was a pit, and it actually wasn't. I'm trying to, I don't know 100%. I feel like I remember that. Like, I'm pretty sure in one of the qualifiers I went for it, had a bad crash, and it was kind of like, you know, at this point, like, if, you know, you kind of got to go for it. So made that decision, and I'm pretty sure I went for it. I'm not sure though who would remember that. If I don't remember it.
Dakotah fucking Phend. Of course you went for it.
Gotta risk it.
Risk it. Biscuit. Well, Jason, we
Well,
appreciate
that's why you're
you.
known for keeping it real.
Damn right. Dude keeps it real for real. He will outdrink me for sure, and probably a couple other people. His mom will outdrink me for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn, I try to keep up with Nancy every year, and I end up puking. It's not cool.
You're taking a break. You're gonna take a break too, but
No, she ruined my break at Masters, dude. Like I was on this break, and then there was beer pong and people from England and your mom, and like there was all kind of things, dude. It just went sideways. It was not good. So
Sideways, upside down. Forgot what you were doing.
nah, I'd never forget that. I was up that next morning ready to fucking go at 7:30. So that's one thing I never do is forget what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, keep it real. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good evening, guys.
Thanks, Jason F.
good night.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in,
Appreciate you.
Jason AF.
Woo! AF. Jason
It's funny.
AF.
It's funny that made me think about. Actually, I was talking about Brennan this weekend about our after hours driving a few years ago. I think it was after when we did the first podcast with you. What you said was two and a half years ago now. Our after hours driving experience.
Oh God. So for those who don't know, because it's probably been we probably talked about it the second time he came on the studio show, but for those who don't know what he's talking about, the first Masters he came over, it was late, he won that year. He came over, we did this studio, I set up the studio. If you go back and watch it, it is like you can see the walls are empty. I had a red light on. It was really weird. Like I was in some other country and it was a porn area, you know, it's fucking really weird. And Dakotah comes in, we do this podcast, and when we're done, we go back over to the shop because my office and the corporate offices for Beach RC is across the street. And I say corporate offices very loosely. And we go across the street back to the shop, and Dakotah was leaving the next day, but Brendan Schimmel and Tom Postlethwaite were going to practice all day the next day. And they left their stuff set up from Masters of Dirt. So we had a great time with their car and Lucas Loring's car.
Yeah.
I don't know which one got the worst of it, but they were both broken. There was a lot of glued parts to like the table and the pit boards and stuff like that. And there was how much whiskey you think we drank that night?
It was a lot.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember. So Brennan tells me this. He's told me this story before, but Tom was mad about the peanut M&Ms.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't mad about the car. He was mad about the peanut M&Ms because we wasted the bag.
Whole bag of peanut M&Ms. Yeah, that was a good time. Very good time. And that was the night that we started Wheel and Trigger. So very good memories. You got another caller?
We sure do.
Send them.
All right, caller, you're on.
Ooh, Tiny.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Tiny?
Up, dude?
Finally caught you guys live. I always miss it by like an hour, and so happened to be sitting in the office, and so figured I would try to get through and say what's up, ask a couple questions. How's it going, Dakotah?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Doing good. So, a couple questions. Number one, are you coming to Motorama?
Not coming to Motorama this year. I think it's only in February, isn't it?
Okay.
You said Motorama.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. That is some fucking Indiana shit right there. Michigan. I ain't coming to Motorama this year. Okay, sorry.
All right. So, with the curious question, with the new car, what's the biggest difference that you notice? And with the difference, are there any races or tracks that you're really kind of looking forward to seeing? How the new car is gonna, or how the new platform is gonna act, knowing the tracks that you know.
Yeah, I would say probably what I'm most looking forward to is probably DNC and Silver State, just the rougher tracks to kind of see how it goes there and stuff. Those are places that I've struggled with in the past. and I feel like, I want to prove as a driver that I can get it done at those races. That's something that's missing on my resume. And, I would love to win one of those races for myself, honestly. It's, like I said, I normally struggle there, and I'm curious to see, how it can goes with the X-ray platform and stuff there. As far as the cards go, I really only have the 10 scale experience so far at Clash, and I would say mostly just which we were kind of joking about earlier, is I was calling it plush, and I think Chase was Chase was making a joke. Yeah, the luxury driving experience out there. But yeah, I just how easy they are to drive. The 10 scale cars were super easy at Clash to drive to compare to what I used to. So that was really nice to see, and then made my life a lot easier trying to adapt and get it figured out.
Sweet. Well, so on the topic of fuel mileage, curious to get your thoughts on how much do you think your mileage is dependent on your driving style, and how much is tune? I mean, obviously, I know the Ultimate motors and the NitroLux fuel is like probably 99% of it because it's the best combo in the business. But
yep.
I'm just curious how much you think? Yeah. Just a little plug for one of the dealers out here that's selling up in the Virginia area. But how much do you think is your particular driving style, and how much is do you think getting that last little bit out of the tune and that kind of a deal?
Yeah, I would say I used to be the guy that was getting 6 minutes. Like I was the guy that couldn't pit at the 7 minute mark, the 7:30 minute mark in the main. I was used to be the one that had to do the extra stops over everybody. And now I'm the guy that's dropping 1, maybe 2 stops on people. So for sure it was a long process. It took a lot of time myself to get that figured out, and really my whole 8 scale program in general, just to kind of really get that figured out. It's not easy, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, there was a very noticeable difference since I switched to Ultimate NitroLux in my mileage program. Right off the bat, I was jumping up to the 9 minute mark and doing that and stuff, and then just having a few years experience with them and kind of learning what the engine's like. I have changed my driving style a lot. How I use the throttle and stuff has really changed. But I would say and note that I can still go out there and just be full throttle everywhere and get 8 minutes to run out of fuel. But I think the biggest thing is the engines and fuel has allowed me to tune differently and have it still be reliable and come down to idle and not be running on and all that stuff. That's probably one of the biggest things, is just the ability to tune how I want to tune to get that mileage and still be able to drive the car, still have a little bit of a power band, and not just be running on and blowing on the corners and stuff like that. So yeah, whatever they figured out, it's definitely impressive on the mileage department. It's hard to say 100% for sure, but definitely just running each thing. I did all my testing when I first signed individually. So I ran the engine individually, the pipe, the fuel. I did all that testing separately before doing it all together, and everything was a benefit and an advantage in the mileage department. And just as the years have gone on, they've just gotten better and better somehow. So definitely pretty impressive. You still have to drive the right way to be able to get that kind of mileage. You can't be pulling full throttle and getting 11, 30 mileage, that's for sure. But it gives me the ability to be able to do that. And that's huge for sure.
Fuck
well, that's
yeah.
cool. It would have been super cool to see you come over to S-Works and join the super team, but I guess that wasn't in the cards. So I guess we're hoping for all top 10 guys to be on S-Works, but I guess it'll have to be X-Ray versus S-Works this year. So
I'm sure
Brent made his run at you, but you know,
as much as I agree with you, Tiny, I do like parity in the industry, and the last thing I'd want to see is just total domination by any car brand.
Yes.
However, if there is going to be total domination, I want it to be something I'm associated with. So yes, S-Works would have been the natural choice. But you know, Dakotah, you know, we did talk. Obviously, this is know a lot. Most people have to assume that you and I talked. We've been partnered up for a while now, and you know, being that we are the the domestic the U.S. distributor for S-Works, of course we're going to go for Dakotah. But you have to make the best decision that suits your needs and what you're asking for, and not every brand is ready to change whatever their policies are or whatever their structure is. So the fact that X-Ray was a good fit for you, I'm stoked, because I know they're a quality brand of product. I want to, you know, most people that follow you and like you and want to see you succeed want to see you do well with whatever you've got. So I think that you made a great decision. You know, somebody asked earlier, and you know, forgive me for hijacking Tiny, but they asked at some point they asked, was AE ever in this discussion? Did they reach out to you, or were you part of a discussion for moving forward with, you know, AE? Was that something?
Yeah. So I did not have any conversations with AE. You know, I feel like Spencer is like, you know, is obviously the guy that over AE is kind of the, you know, in like the same position that I was with TLR for so long. You know, and I, you know, that's tough. You know, he's their guy, and you know, I wouldn't ask anyone to give that up or do anything like that. You know, this is a small industry, and we all have to work together. We see each other every weekend and stuff, and you know, I don't think that, you know, they have a lot of guys there. I don't think that it was an opportunity. You know, like I said, I didn't reach out to them, so I don't know 100% for sure. And then, you know, just with how last minute everything is, you know, a lot of people already have their budgets done and all the deals signed and stuff like that. So definitely made it a little bit tougher. And
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, Tiny, you got anything else?
No, that's it. We'll see you guys.
Well, I got a question for you,
guys are coming
Tiny. How did you
down
get
that way?
Tiny? How'd you get the name Tiny? Are you a small dude or a large dude?
All right. So you've met me before. We met at Pro-Am this year. So yeah,
if you see me pictures of the program, I don't remember much.
He doesn't remember, so you might have to describe yourself a little better.
So I've got I'm the guy with the Truth Motorsports trailer. So yeah, I'm a fairly large individual. I actually got my nickname when I was about 400 pounds, so I'm a little bit more tiny than I was when I first got the nickname, but kind of stuck, and everybody calls me Tiny. Some people don't even know my real name. So my kids call me Tiny. They don't even call me Dad because they realize it's easier to get my attention. And but yeah, no, I'm not a small dude, but
right on, man. Well, maybe I'll see you next year. There,
maybe being the key word to that whole situation right there.
For this year for Pro-Am. I get to go back.
I will say that, Chase, you look a lot taller on the internet than you do.
Dude, you're the second. I ran into a dude in Florida that said the exact same thing.
That's so funny.
He's like,
dude.
Man, you look way bigger on. I'm like, I'm sitting down, man. How can I look taller?
Oh, but
on the internet.
We all watch you skate and shit, dude. Like we see other videos.
I've seen you skate. Yeah, I've seen you skate and stuff. It's like
fisheye, dude. Fisheye.
Kind of caught me off guard.
Dude, you need a
I was
refill.
Like somebody threw him in the dryer.
Yeah, I'm a pint size. Maybe they'll call me Piney. Call me Piney.
maybe
Piney.
Maybe it was just cold. It was cold
No, dude, he is for now forever
No.
going to be called Pinty when he shows up to a fucking
Don't
East
start
Coast
calling
event.
me Piney,
dude.
please.
Pinty, dude.
Well,
Yes,
you
you,
can never
said
choose.
it.
You can never
said
choose
it.
your nickname, but
No, you chose it.
that's
You
fine.
chose. Maybe call me Pinty. Okay, I will call you Pinty from here on out.
All right.
dude. That
Well,
is
Tiny, I
fucking
hope to
great.
see you this year at Pro-Am once again, dude. And we'll have some drinks and I'll sleep on some logs. You know, who knows?
Dude, you slept on logs. That is legit, dude. For anybody that doesn't know, fucking Chase Ehrlich fucking slept on a pile of wood for 4 days at RC Pro-Am.
Yeah, I ran a main with no shoes on, dude.
And that's
I couldn't find
legit,
'em.
dude. He lost his shoes at the lake and took Kyle near his girlfriend finding that shit so he could fucking wear them again later that day. So,
Oh man, what
Good
a wild
times.
time. That was
Good
fun.
So many stories.
well, thanks, Tiny.
Right on,
Happy New
Tiny.
Year, brother. Thank you for
All right,
everything.
guys.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you guys soon.
While we wait for our last caller, Dakotah, I've got a few questions that I starred here that I want to ask because I think they're good ones. How fast do you think you can change a diaper?
That's good. I'm probably gonna need some practice first, but
Okay, so how fast do you think Mike Sontag could change a diaper?
I'm gonna say probably 0 seconds because he's probably never done it.
Okay.
That would be pretty cool. Once the baby comes on, you like roll the baby on a skateboard in pit lane, roll him in, and send him on out. Yeah.
All right. So here's the second one of 3. This is a good question. He says, anyone have
48.
a DP engine number 48? What is the lowest number that you have right now? Or
Me?
that you're keeping? Like what did you keep?
Yeah, I have number 2.
Number 2.
Got number
Nice.
2.
I have my card. I've kept it on my command module right here that's next to me. I don't know what number I am, but I definitely have been keeping the card because it's important to me. I know what number I am.
Damn right, it's important to you, dude. That's a limited edition, dude. Like
Yeah,
in
I'll go get
sports
the
car
card.
world, dude, it's one of
150.
150. Sports card world, that's one of 150. We need to fucking like cut up a little bit of like one of your shirts, Dakotah, and fucking put it in 150 fucking things, you know, like card holder things, and sell them to fanatics or some shit. What do you got, Chase?
So it's pretty cool during the show because you get, I'm an RC fan, and Dakotah, you're a fan of mine, and
I'm a fan of yours.
I mean, you know what I mean. I have 21.
Nice.
Engine number 21.
That's a perfect number for you.
Yeah, that was the day that I was legally able to be a shithead.
So what did you have? What number?
21.
All right. So Dakotah, you lied to everybody. No, you didn't lie. You
he said he was number 2, dude.
I got number 2. I got number 2. I know you got number 3.
I got number 3. Unopened, still pipe, engine, everything, one box. That's very dear to me. That box right there is very special to me. To be part of that, it'll never go anywhere. So
that's pretty cool.
I don't know what everybody else has got. There was only 150. So if you've got one of those, you've got a piece of history. So
yeah.
All right,
I'm
last
ready
question.
to my car right now.
Last
Love
question
that
I starred that I wanted you to ask or to answer. What do you think of the Fly Sky over the Sanwa?
Yeah, this is a great question.
I like it because now I get to drive your car.
Yeah, we can just flip the steering wheel around and boom, good to go.
You've pitted for me, so I'm sure you're stoked for me to drive your car.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You drive it pretty good when it's broken, so
yes, let's break it first.
You do break it, but maybe we just start with it broken.
There you go. Let's just pull the wing off to start with.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. So actually,
I'll tell you what my thoughts were. They feel great. I held a couple in Florida, and they're awesome. They're smaller. They're a little heavier than San because they're all
they're about 100 grams or so heavier.
Yeah.
But I was reading, so the base is like literally a Mophie. Actually, I I have an extra one. I actually gave it to Chloe's phone was dying, and I gave it to her to charge her phone. It's like legit Mophie. It just plugs into the base, and then the batteries in the grip itself. So that's where the weight comes from. Obviously, if you take that off, a lot of weight goes down. There's my mom got number 9, single digit.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think I saw someone you can actually get like different bases, like people 3D printed bases or like with weights and stuff. So you can kind of get it to whatever weight you want. But I switched to the Sanwa, I believe it was like middle of last year. And I'll be honest, it actually took me a while to get used to it and kind of get comfortable with it and stuff. And the one thing I noticed with the Fly Sky,
that's why I jumped in. I knew nobody gave a fuck about what I had to say.
I had to fucking put it up there, dude.
That's awesome.
This is a TV show, folks. In case you haven't known, I know nobody gives a fuck.
No, keep going, Dakotah. Don't worry about our dumbasses, dude. Keep talking. They're listening to you.
Yeah. Muting you out.
They ain't listening to us, dude. The reason you're on is so we have someone for them to listen to.
Yeah. So, man, where was I at? Oh, yeah. It took me a little bit to get used to. So. I mean, like I said, I had one day, so that was the one day of running on Monday included the radio having one day on that. So I do have prior experience. I did run the radio for a little bit at the beginning of last year and testing and stuff. But I didn't run it for a year, and then picked it up, ran it some Monday, and then showed up to the race. And the radio I ran on Monday was actually not even the radio I raced with. So the radio I ran on Monday was actually the old just MB4, maybe plus. MB4 Plus or the MB4 Plus. So the first time I actually ran the Pro was actually at Clash, and I picked it up honestly super quick. I don't know what it is about the radio, but it just I'm super picky with the radio. I spend a lot of time. I spend probably like 3-4 hours getting this radio ready for me to feel comfortable. And the goal is you don't think about the radio. That's the goal. When you're up on the driver's stand, you're not thinking about the radio. I don't know exactly what people imagine if they imagine they're in the car driving it with the steering wheel or what exactly goes on in some people's minds. But my goal is to not feel the radio in my hand and be thinking about it. And that was able to happen super quickly. And I just feel super comfortable. It fits in my hand really well, has a really good balance to it. The whole system is super easy to use with the touchscreen. And the signal, like that connection feeling is really well, works really well. Like I said, I didn't really think about it. So to me, to be able to pick something up brand new and just instantly feel comfortable with it, and to be something that important and part of your program, like that's pretty impressive.
You like it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, people. He likes the fucking. He likes the Noble. You can buy it at beachrc.com. It's available right now. We got lots of them. Good question from Raymond here. Are you going to run the C Hub or the Pillow Ball?
Yeah, so going to be running the Pillow Ball. I'm pretty committed to that for a couple of reasons. One is I want to experience a Pillow Ball. That's kind of just like my personal reason. Like I want to experience Pillow Ball. I want to see what you can get out of it. What you can do with it. Like I don't have any experience with that, so I want to experience that. And the other reason is like the whole Pillow Ball C Hub thing. It's really the whole car. So like the front end geometry is obviously a lot different, but the back of the car geometry is very different as well. So the car, from my knowledge and from what I've seen and what I've heard, the X-Ray car is designed around the Pillow Ball front end. That doesn't mean that you can't run the C Hub and be going, good with it, but it's kind of really like a whole combination to have that front and rear balance. And that's something they've obviously spent a lot of time with the Pillow Ball front end. That's kind of like the standard setting. That's what pretty much all the guys run. So I'm pretty dedicated to that and kind of going down that path and figuring that out. there's positive and negatives to each of them, but I'm excited to get the pillow ball out on the track and kind of really learn and delve into that and figure out how it goes.
All right, we got one last call before we go to bed. Chase is fucking dying right now. He's like literally falling asleep because
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he literally said no callers. I got to go to bed, but we got one waiting, so we can't hang up on the motherfucker. All right, let's bring in our caller.
All right, caller, you're on.
We got to make sure the Chase gets to bed soon. Scott,
I gotta get up.
I'm sorry, Scott. Chase is gonna force you off of this fucking call right now, dude.
Out of all of the people that Chase could hang up on, he'd hang up on my ass.
Yeah,
That's for goddamn sure.
He will fucking hang up. He's thinking about.
I'm good now.
He's thinking about 4 o'clock in the morning, California time, which doesn't matter to anyone else in the world. So you can talk as long as you want. He's gonna sit there and smile and just fucking hang out as long as you're on the phone. So take your time.
Yeah, it's only 8 p.m. where you're at.
I gotta be up.
I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
No, I'm
dude.
in California too.
Oh, it's only 8.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Anywho, we're fine. What's up, Scott?
What's up, Scott? Let's go.
Oh man,
Dakota's done too.
How we doing there,
You hear
Chase?
that?
Dakota's empty as
How you
fuck
doing,
right now, dude. Like
Well,
Dakota
was
needs
stuck in the ice cubes, like,
Yeah.
Have some more.
Dakota, but
Sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
Sorry,
man.
Scott.
you're good. You're good. No, a lot of the guys asked a lot of the questions that I wanted to hear, which was like, about the fly sky, because having the bigger hand and stuff like that. I've tried to handle that fly sky, and I just can't. My hands just don't fit it. So the
Lizard skin.
better for me.
Get the lizard skin.
I like the
Ooh.
aluminum trim.
The wizard skin.
Whoa, what's lizard
So-
skin?
Lizard skin.
Tell me more.
It's
No, you want the foil special when it comes to the grip. Chase can attest to that.
Good grip is key.
Well, I put a custom pistol grip on Chase's radio and had a friend of mine laser engrave his name on the side of the
It's
thing.
pretty
and I
neat.
can't stitch it
You're
all up.
fucking just
That's
boosting his
legit.
ego. He's gonna prima
pretty
donna
nice.
this shit.
Pretty-
I gotta be
pretty
off
nice.
by 8 o'clock. I gotta go to bed. I got a fucking name on my fucking grip. Jesus Christ. Fluff his balls a little bit, why don't you, dude? Jesus. Fuck. Dakota.
Well, I might see
we
him
got-
on Sunday, so we can take care of that for you if you want.
If,
But,
if Dakota wants to hang out for a half more hour, fucking fill up your cup, Dakota, and fucking
Yeah.
make Chase sit here and fucking go to
Keep
bed
on
at
going.
9, dude.
Yeah, you can
Like,
fill up your
wow.
cup. I'll go grab some more beers. I got some leftovers in the fridge. I'm fine. Whatever.
So
9 to 4 is not bad.
anyways,
Dakota, you're running the Coyote electronics now for
Yeah.
the ESC?
Yep.
Yeah, Scott, if you rewind the show,
How
you
do you
can
like
hear his
that?
thoughts on it.
I'm sorry, I had some business calls I had to take care of. We're starting that whole new
Well,
fucking business.
You can watch the show
bro,
tomorrow
Scott,
when it's
please forgive
uploaded.
me for my partner. No, Chase.
Okay, go
this
ahead,
is a good
Scott.
time for you to not. That was that was so rude.
No, it wasn't. Rewind the show.
Rewind the show, Scott. Jesus Christ.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry, Scott. Please
Go
forgive
ahead.
my partner.
You're
Go
good.
ahead. Dakota, tell him again
I can
how you
slap
like
him
the
later, so
coyote
it's
stuff.
fine.
Please do. Please.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue to talk to Dakota because obviously Chase is being very rude.
Well, it's okay. He's always rude. But he always gives me free beer, so it works out.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
there it
you
is,
know.
dude. There's
Hey.
the true colors show through everything,
Hey.
dude. Like, literally trying to help you out, and you just fuck me right in the backside, dude.
All right, I'm gonna get another beer. You tell them all about Coyote. It's great. So responsive, smooth.
All right, Dakota. Any answers to this coyote question?
What? I didn't really. What was the actual question? Just
Yeah, what was the question?
in
Scott?
general.
I
or-
just wanted to know if you tested any of the the stuff. Have you had a chance to test any 8-scale stuff yet this year?
I've not tested any of the 8-scale stuff yet. There is people who have tested it, who I'm assuming it'll be announced. I'm not sure how public all the information
Oh,
is.
just tell us. Fuck, come on, dude. It's the 7th of the year.
Yeah.
Everybody should fucking come on. Come on.
His
Bust
first
some
name
news out, dude.
may start with an R.
R. No.
If you can't figure it out now, if you can't figure it out now,
last name?
like no, you should be able to figure this out. This is like
Rivkin.
That's not his first name.
Oh, well,
Rivkin's
that's what I
name.
asked. Last name or first? An R?
Yeah.
It ain't.
But anyways,
it ain't Raiders. It ain't Raiders Sontag.
Not quite. But some testing has been done with 8-scale stuff, and it was good. So I put that setup on. I got a setup sheet. I actually downloaded it onto the speed control today.
Ryan Mayfield.
Got some buttons pushed.
Ryan Mayfield. Breaking news. Ryan Mayfield is going to Coyote. Hey, make the ticker say that. Make the ticker say that, Robert.
I have breaking news.
Ryan Mayfield. Breaking news. Ryan Mayfield is going to Coyote Electronics. You heard it here first on Wheel and Trigger Live. Good stuff, dude. Fuck. Good question, Scott F.
I have some breaking news. Ryan Reese's dad is getting lucky tonight.
Oh, yeah. Dude, ours all over the place, dude.
There was a lady out there, and I was like,
ours all over the place. This is good shit. Breaking news, Brent is not getting lucky tonight, dude. This is fucking for real. After my day, after what happened today, I'll be lucky to be in my bed when I get home. So
wow.
Ryan Mayfield, the Coyote, Ryan Reese's dad's getting laid. Fuck, what a great night.
Epic.
Oh, jeez.
What's up, Scott?
Wow.
Thanks for joining the show.
Bombs left and right out there, aren't you?
Oh,
Scott
hey,
Boy
this
rules.
is a very good question. Very, very good question. Where do you want the 2026 Worlds to be, DP?
That's a good question.
Because I can make it happen.
Yeah, we'll just do it in here.
Just do it. Just tell me what you want.
You got the insider
I,
info.
I actually don't, but I would love to know where you want to go because I have to plan my travel now.
I mean, there's a lot of good options, honestly. I'm sure I'll leave some of them out. But you got you got some, you got A-Main, you got Thornhill, you got LCRC, you got HRCR. I mean, there's a lot of good options in these tracks.
But that's really the 4, though. Honestly.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the main. That would probably be the main four that you would think of off the bat. I don't know who's exactly put in. I'm assuming all of them did put in, but who knows? It's a lot of. I mean, as you know, it's a lot of work for the nationals and worlds, and not a lot of. You don't really get a ton out of it besides being able to say you did it. So that definitely makes it a little more tough. But all those tracks are established and stuff, and able to do that, and have had large races. I mean, A-Main's had what? I mean, it's had it pretty much every national there and worlds and stuff. So
the crawler's great. I'm sorry, I'm cracking up at my own fucking doings. This is stupid. We live a stupid life. It's gonna go to one of those 4. It has to, because those are the 4 best facilities in the country that I know of. I could be completely wrong.
What do you think if they were to do something like at the South Point, though, like what they do with Silver State?
Yeah.
I mean, to do
honestly,
that would be like freaking insane.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, like, the World Championships is supposed to show the best driver. And if everyone's going to a track that you can't test on, you can't, run 4,000 laps on and get ready for, like, that's how it should be. I don't, obviously that's not super realistic to do for all the nationals and maybe all the worlds, but yeah, if we can start doing venues that, aren't always there, that you can, like I said, run 1 million laps on and get ready for, and just go to the race and be on autopilot, like, that's, that would be awesome.
Good question coming in from Mike Fuller, the dad of the Fullers, the only Fuller, the big Fuller, the little Fuller, the Fuller of the Fullers. What did Dakotah think of the 21.5 cars being able to do all the jumps at the Clash last weekend? It's a good question. I mean, that's one of those hard hitting, gotta ask questions by Mike Fuller.
Yeah, that's a good question. I have two takes on this because one, it has to do with the track layout, right? So there wasn't any big jumps that they couldn't do, but obviously, like Hoosier, they've put in huge jumps before. I mean, I've been doing massive quads there and stuff before, so it's not anything like that. That's really a negative. Like, I don't necessarily think that Barry. I don't necessarily think that
backside Barry Baker
for the end. We're in overtime right now.
Yeah, dude. Stories from Barry, the backside Barry Baker bake stories are next weekend or 2 weeks from now. All right, come on. You can't just show up at the end of the show and expect to get showtime.
So I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I do think that stock racing is way too fast.
No, we won't be able to get off if we get Barry on right now. So
we're good.
The fact of the matter is, Dakotah 21.5 shouldn't be able to make the jumps that you're making.
Yeah, it's too fast. I mean, everything not modified is too fast.
Fuck. All right. Well, someone once told me, actually yesterday, someone told me, he's like, I'm going to give you a little advice. Old school RC, good dude, love the guy, almost family. He says, you guys make tracks too much like 8 scale for 10 scale. I was like, you know what? We make it like that on purpose. There's a reason for it. We don't make it like that to make it hard on people. We make it like that to separate classes. And a lot of people don't understand that. We do make tough tracks. I think that tracks should have separation some way, or whether it, I don't know how. We do it in different ways, but other people do it in their own way. But 21.5 shouldn't be able to make the same thing that mod makes. But I will preface that if I back up, I watched that. I watched some racing. I watched people do laps at Hoosier, and I thought the track was bitching. So regardless of whether or not,
looked awesome.
Yeah, whether or not anyone could make it, that if 21.5 could make similar jumps that mod can make, maybe that's a great thing. I could be completely wrong, but all I'm saying is that track looked fun regardless of what could make what. And they did a great job and facilitated a fantastic race. So it doesn't matter what made what. But I think maybe just people need to not worry about that shit and just race the shit for fun. I got to be honest with you, Scott. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Sounds good.
Scott, love you, man. You rule.
Glad it could be your last caller.
Long time talker, first time caller. Appreciate you. I'm running out of I'm running out of shit to say, and I don't want to be redundant. Chase has already given up on the night. He gave up 17 minutes ago. So Dakotah's been a trooper. He's gone overtime for us.
No worries.
It's the end of the night.
If you could hear what's going on behind me, it's very distracting.
Well, you know what? That's probably just rewards. You've probably fucking kept that guy up many a nights over the last fucking few months. So.
I'm proud of the dude. I'm so hyped.
Robert is awake. By God.
Awesome.
All right. Dakotah, good luck at SIC this weekend. Oh, by the way, for all you people that were asking if he's going to SIC, yes, motherfuckers, he's going. Jesus Christ.
I'll be there.
Good luck at SIC. Congrats on everything for 2025, and especially that baby. That's the most important thing of everything. And thank you very much for joining us on the One Up RC, One Up Racing, One Up Studios, Wheel and Trigger Live tonight. I'm not the best at that after I'm tongue-tied with the beers. The Modelos are twisty.
Yeah.
Case, you got anything?
Glad I was able to make it.
Oh, man. Just thank you, everybody, for watching.
Motherfucker's tongue-tied, too. Well, up here tonight. Plus, Robert had me taking shots before the show, which we don't normally do. So Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Good luck at SIC and your endeavors,
Thank you.
Dakotah.
Thanks. Yeah, I
Thank you,
got
Dan.
one more thing for you guys. I want to clear up here because this is actually something. This has become another exclusive here a little
Robert,
bit.
be ready. Be ready.
Not quite
Ticker.
the same level as what you're expecting. This is going to catch everyone probably off guard. It's actually not a very big deal, but I actually got a lot of.
Did you sign with Nike?
No, nothing like that. I'm leaving my options open for.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Monster.
leaving my options open. But actually, I got a lot of shit for this, so I would just like to clear the air here for a second. So I got this shirt here, obviously on, and there was a lot of comments about my arm crossing and how I decided to cross my arms.
What?
So to be clear, I crossed my arms the way I did so that you could see RC America below my arms because my arms aren't long enough to go below it. So that's why it's so weird. If you look at the picture, I'm telling you, man, I got comments. I got messages about this. Crossing. So just to be clear, I know how to cross my arms. You cross them like this. But look, you can't see anything then when you do it like that. My arms are too short.
So let's see it the other way. Let's see it the other way.
I did it. Okay, here I gotta pull it up like this. So I did it like this. So you can see RC America, but my arms look weird. But I did it for a reason, just to be clear. I thought about this for a while. We did a whole photo shoot going on here, professional photographer Chloe, and that was what we came up with was the best option. So there was a reason behind it.
Good.
That's it. That's all I got.
I cannot believe that's a fucking thing, dude. I literally cannot believe anyone commented on anything you fucking posted.
I saw
that
it
your
in the
arms are
comments.
weird.
I saw it in the comments of your show.
What?
Like these guys, they're so like critical about everything. It's nuts.
You're not allowed to cross your arms the opposite way.
Well, I was doing it. I didn't have the arm
either way.
I didn't have the arm up like this. It was just like I was kind of like it was like
Or
I was
Russian. Oh, you were doing like
ground.
those, like
Yeah, I
the
was like
fucking like
this.
the little kicks. Like
He's
that
gotta
with your
show
arms.
his
Yeah.
sponsors.
It was like I was.
people.
It was like I was meditating almost. Yeah. I
That's
was just
fucking
getting
rad.
there.
You know what?
But there was a there was a reason. That's all. That's all I got.
Is fuck those people. And if they can do better, fucking show us. Post in the comments your pictures of you doing better than Dakotah did. Because when I saw that picture of him and all the other badass racers at X-Ray, they all look fucking tough to me. So you fucking show me you can do better. That's all I gotta say.
All I know is, you know, Dakotah's got enough sponsors to cross his arms around his nuts. You know what I mean?
Welcome to America, bitch.
You know, like
we
let the
crossed
guys
our
just show off his
nuts. You're true though. I mean, he does have. He's fuck yeah, fuck yeah. I'm.
All right, a great way to end.
You guys are awesome. Thank you, Dakotah. Chase. You know what? Hopefully tomorrow you lose your power. Robert, thank you. And sorry for your day, bro. Like rough day, good night. You know what I mean? Rough day, good night. Dakotah, that baby's gonna be here soon.
Yeah.
I might fly up there once that baby's born. I'm just looking forward to seeing little Dakotah babies.
Come
like
hang out.
future world champions in the making, dude. I'm ready. All right. Here we go. Chase, see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Dakotah, good luck this weekend, bro.
Thanks, man.
Peace to all you motherfuckers. Love y'all.
Good night. See you in 2 weeks.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.